How's it going, everybody? I'm Jeff Slakey with another one of my great candidate conversations, and I am talking with Dale Elmlund, who is running for the Port of Shelton Commission District 1, and we are here on the Port of Shelton grounds. How you doing, Dale?
Not bad, Jeff. Thank you so very much for inviting me.
For sure. Good to see you. Good to talk with you. You're running in this position 1 here for the Port of Shelton. Tell me why.
The reason that I'm running is because there are many reasons that we need to use this port, not only at the airport, but also in Johns Prairie. The idea for myself is to make sure that we not only bring industry and business into Shelton and Mason County, but to provide employment opportunities for the labor people in our community that do not currently have jobs. We need those jobs badly, and doing something as short-sighted as just getting businesses to lease into the port property and not pay for employees to work, basically just supporting the tax base, that's not enough. A lot of decisions have been made in our community that are short-sighted. They make decisions for the moment. They don't make decisions for the long term. They don't think about our kids or our grandkids. What's going to stay here and support the community over the long term? What we are looking at right here in front of us is Oyster Fest, 37 years, I believe.
Yeah.
And I know you and I have been here for almost all of it. And this is one thing we haven't lost yet, and I don't intend to have it get lost again. We have other things that we have lost, some of it at the airport, some of it elsewhere in the community. But one of the things that you can count on my position to do will be to support all of you and your ideas.
Do you see better growth opportunities and potential here at Sanderson Field or over at Johns Prairie?
I think there's opportunity at both, although heavy industry could be supported at Johns Prairie because we have a railhead. We can send product out of Shelton or bring it in by rail and support a international industry here. On the airport, there are plenty of opportunities on the east-west airport runways that we already have with recreation, with Kapowsin, and with Olympic Air, and a lot of other opportunities, plus the military uses that runway for touch and goes in the middle of the night, and I know you've all heard them.
I've heard them. I know exactly what you're talking about. So Dale, now too, as we look at this, the expansiveness of this grounds here at the Port of Shelton, and you were talking about tenants and things like that, what are some of the internal projects then that you'd like to see if you're able to hire people as Port of Shelton employees, I guess, rather than tenants of the port?
A lot of what we're dealing with is the fact that most people don't realize that the port commissions across the United States have a free rein, limited, but annually they can increase the tax on properties in their districts. So if they wanted to raise the tax 1% or 2%, that's a reality. You don't get told unless you attend the meetings. And so it doesn't necessarily mean we need more employees on grounds. What we could use, though, is fire support, fire tanker aircraft. We have fires in our local area. We have to call to Yakima. The closest one is in Olympia, at the Olympia Airport, and it's a Huey that they fly in, dip water, and drop on the fires. But if it's a big fire, we have to wait 45 minutes to an hour for one of those tankers to fly in from Yakima, and they still have to return there. So I would like to see us have a support net on the east-west runway, basically where the old fairgrounds used to be, for a fire tanker and its crew and maintenance facility.
What about the work done between the city of Shelton and the water sewer, getting the lines up here? Where are you at on that?
Well, the whole thing is that this was a military Navy base back in World War II. And a little history, Pesty family owned all of this as a farm. And when the Navy took it over, they developed the land. There's only 2 good wells on the property. And so they still had to deal with sewage treatment, and the agreement that Shelton, City of Shelton, Mason County, City of Shelton, is the easements and connections for sewer water that will help all other industry coming to Shelton. So we can't turn a blind eye to working with the city or with the county.
Do you have a website or a Facebook page or anything people can get in touch with you better?
People can look me up on Facebook as Dale Elmlund. You might see a Santa Claus on there someplace, or you can look me up at d.elmlund9925@gmail.com. I welcome all your questions, and I'd like to hear from you.
Dale Elmlund is running for the Port of Shelton Commission position 1. He'll be on your November ballot. Thank you so much, buddy.
Thank you, Jeff. You have a great weekend.
Thanks, you
Enjoy
too.
Oyster Fest, and
Oh.
all of you enjoy Oyster Fest also.